When the US imposes tariffs, taxes on imported goods, it makes foreign products more expensive. This hurts countries that rely on exports to the US because their goods become less competitive. Many foreign countries hold US dollars in reserve and reinvest in US markets to avoid currency devaluation, which helps maintain the trade deficit. In response to tariffs, foreign governments may cut interest rates to weaken their currencies. A weaker currency makes their exports cheaper, counteracting the impact of tariffs and keeping their products competitive in the US. The US government collects money from tariffs, which Trump could use without needing Congress to approve it. This gives him financial power outside of congressional control. The tariffs make US imports more expensive, but a stronger dollar can keep some prices low. However, a stronger dollar makes US exports more expensive abroad, which can hurt American businesses that rely on selling overseas. Wall Street benefits from the current trade deficit because foreign investments help fund US financial markets. If Trump reduces the trade deficit, financial elites may turn against him. On the other hand, if tariffs lead to economic struggles, higher prices, job losses, his working-class supporters could also be hurt. The strategy has mixed outcomes. While tariffs generate revenue and may shift trade balances, they also increase costs for US consumers and can lead to economic retaliation from other countries. It assumes that foreign governments will respond in a way that ultimately benefits the US, which is uncertain. The strongest argument is that tariffs provide Trump with funds without congressional approval, making them politically useful. Tariffs are essentially taxes on imported goods. While they can be used to protect domestic industries and generate government revenue, they also have broader economic consequences. Here's a breakdown of their effects. 1. Impact on consumers. Higher prices. Importers pass tariff costs to consumers, making goods more expensive. Reduced choices. If foreign goods become too expensive, consumers have fewer options. Inflationary pressure. Higher prices can contribute to inflation, reducing purchasing power. Example. In 2018 to 2019, Trump's tariffs on Chinese imports increased prices for goods like washing machines. Studies found that US consumers bore nearly 100% of the tariff costs, with an average price increase of 12% on washing machines. 2. Impact on domestic industries. Short-term boost for protected sectors. Tariffs help domestic producers by reducing foreign competition. Higher costs for manufacturers. Many industries rely on imported materials, so tariffs raise production costs. Retaliation hurts exporters. Other countries impose tariffs in response, hurting US exporters. Example. Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act of 1930 aimed to protect American farmers and manufacturers during the Great Depression. Other nations retaliated, leading to a global trade war. US exports fell 61% between 1929 and 1933, worsening the Depression. Trump's 2018 steel and aluminum tariffs helped US steel producers, but hurt industries relying on steel, such as auto and construction sectors. A Federal Reserve study found that job losses in steel-consuming industries outnumbered jobs gained in steel production by 16 to 1. 3. Tariffs as government revenue. Tariffs can raise significant government revenue. However, this is an indirect tax paid by consumers and businesses rather than foreign governments. Historically, tariffs were a primary source of US government revenue before the income tax in 1913. Example, Trump's China tariffs in 2018 to 2019 collected $80 billion in tariff revenue. However, studies showed US businesses and consumers bore the cost, not China. 4. Trade deficits and currency effects. If tariffs reduce imports, the trade deficit may shrink, but this depends on consumer behavior and foreign responses. Foreign countries often devalue their currencies to counter tariffs, making their exports cheaper again. 5. Political and long-term economic effects. Tariffs can win short-term political support by appearing to protect jobs. However, prolonged tariffs often lead to trade wars, slowing economic growth. Example, US-China trade war of 2018 to 2020. China retaliated with tariffs on US agricultural products, hurting American farmers. The US government had to provide $28 billion in aid to farmers to offset losses. Key takeaways: consumers pay for tariffs, not foreign countries. Short-term industry protection can lead to long-term economic inefficiencies. Tariffs can cause retaliation, hurting exports.